All right, thanks for having me for another week. And here it is on Rugby AM, the NRL Grand Final. The granny, as some of us like to call it down here in Australia. The big one, it's the Cowboys taking on the Broncos. Two great performances by both sides last weekend. They played in the first week of the finals. Broncos just getting up, but this one's going to be unbelievable. The Broncos knocked off the Roosters, who were arguably the best side all year. The halves were absolutely unbelievable, carved up in that one to really put them in to the grand final. The Cowboys, they also proved to be too good for the Storm down in Melbourne. That's a tough ask, let me tell you. The Storm have been so good for a long time down there, produced some great football to make it that far, so they're looking great too. Their game before that as well, they were almost unstoppable. So it's going to be a tough one. The experts are really split on who's going to win this one. Will it be the old bull, Jonathan Thurston, looking to win his second premiership, but his first one was off the bench back in the day for the Bulldogs. He was young. He'd only played a handful of first grade games, so it wasn't really down to him. This is one that he'll own if he gets this one, and it's something that's obviously that he really wants. Another huge talking point going into this one, Justin Hodges. Now, he was charged by the match review committee for a lifting tackle. He looked set to miss the game, but he fought the charge and he got off. He got his good mate, Aiden Guerrero, who he plays with at the Maroons, who was the one in the tackle. He said that he jumped himself and landed on his head on purpose to get a penalty. Now, the NRL bought this, guys. You know, I'm not to say anyone's a lie, but very suspicious, that one. But he got off, and a lot of people want to see him play his final game in the NRL in the grand final. So good luck to him in that. It'll be a huge game. I'm not quite sure who's going to win this one. You've got the brilliance and the flair and the youth of the Broncos halves. You've got Ben Hunt, you've got Anthony Milford. Then the Cowboys, you've got Michael Morgan and Jonathan Thurston, who've been proven performers all year. Lachlan Coote at the back, been doing great things. So this will be a game not to be missed. Two Queensland teams playing in Sydney, so that adds a bit of intrigue to the game as well. Will be really exciting down here in Sydney. Bit of Daily M news as well. Jonathan Thurston won that one. Too good. Just way too good. It's his fourth one. He's been doing it for years now. Thoroughly deserved. He won it easily. A great player. A great person in the game. One of the most popular, if not the most popular and likeable characters in the game. So great work by Jonathan Thurston. It's going to be a huge one. The grand final here in Sydney. A big game. Really excited. Really looking forward to that. I hope you guys can catch it over there on TV or online. Feast your eyes on the game. It'll give you something to think about away from the Rugby World Cup. We won't talk about that. It's going to be another hiding for you next week. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you later on.